Good evening, Albion Online. So, evening or morning, depending who you are. Cool. So, we have another 4 videos for you that I have picked. We're going to start with the very first one, which is Mogdones shopping at Big W, which, great haul. We love it. Cool. Skip that.
Robin Hankins is no
Shh, Mogdones, shh. So, did I say welcome? Who knows? I will find out when I check the recording. If I am CEO, I'm gonna delete Asia server. It's freaking mess already. Okay, cool. Already know it's gonna be a good one, so let us watch this one. Nice and quick.
longer the
Well, let's go.
CEO or game director of Sandbox Interactive. Albion Online is also apparently going full pay to win
I love that
mode,
necklace.
or at least so is the community saying, and the Asian server has been burning for quite some time. Oh boy, a lot has happened within the last week. If I was to describe it, this whole situation feels like you just went on a blind date, but you ended up getting catfished by what you thought was a girl. You know, looking at her profile picture, it seemed like everything was
Which is every conversation with a female in English chat ever, by the way. Just remember that with your special little chat Discord that's full of... I'll leave it there.
was fine, but when we actually go to meet the person, it turns out it's a 40-year-old man living in his mom's basement. You politely excuse yourself to the bathroom and you call a cab to run away from this unfortunate situation. As the cab driver is driving you home, he gets a flat tire in the middle of a forest that is on your way home, and it's a really bad one, to the point in which the car has to get towed and you have to walk the rest of your way home. But after a long and strenuous adventure, you finally made it home, only to figure out that you, my dear friend, got diarrhea. I know it's
As I'm saying, this is the English chat. Like, the moment you say hello, welcome diarrhea.
oddly specific, but my point is, when you think it cannot get worse, somehow fate always provides that it can always, and I mean always, get much worse. But let's not get ahead
English
of
chat.
ourselves. First of all, welcome to the Milking Inn. How you like the new lighting and setup? Today is gonna be a funny day, travelers, so let us start from the beginning. What the hell is happening here? In short, a mess. A huge
Welcome to John.
Cool. He really likes to push the ads. Honestly, I'm probably going to let move on. I am assume that you can absolutely watch Mogdone's videos if you'd like to get the update of all of that. Let's instead read the comments. I'm not going to put you through ads. Like, as soon as there's an ad, I'm out. If I don't stay the full length of it. Okay, cool. 100% Jaroslav. Would craft stuff really quick if I got, yeah, delete Asia server immediately. You're laughing like you're the one who got Robin fired. Robin stepped down. Like, no, don't what they're talking about. Yeah, no, over added. So I keep looking at that like I'm waiting for. I'm pretty sure. Oh, I have a feeling like it's on. Yeah, okay. My thoughts on Albion's online directors leaving. I'm pretty sure I covered it like yesterday, but it'll be interesting to see. So they put a post up in the Albion forums just asking if you had any questions for the new directors. I gave them a couple of questions, asking about what their plans are for expanding the other aspects of Albion. And yeah, just we'll see what happens there. I have not been answered to yet, but it had only been up for like 20-30 minutes at the time, so she probably needs a bit of time to get through it. From what I've heard about the orange zones is that one, the rumor seems to be that they are basically you lose all of your inventory, but you keep your gear. And two, that it might be replacing red zones, which will be interesting to see if that happens. So, moving on to our next one. This is a Hellgate video by the content creator Legal. I have not watched Hellgate content for a while, so this should be very interesting. Shout out to the Khan in my Steam Friends group.
Nice.
Oh, boys, they've got Fonk. Oh, hello. It was kind of a jump scare.
Vai se foder, velho.
Ai meu
Dude, isn't that the face of a gamer? Isn't that the face of a gamer? Look at him. 1,000,000% locked in. 3 mothers in.
Morri muito aqui, né?
cara, vai se foder, velho. Obrigado pelo Pizza Hat. Não dá.
I want to mention that we did go through trial and error with some of the builds in the video, so some clips will have different builds. And here's the build for the Ava gloves. Now how to play Ava gloves.
Okay. Cultist. Have gloves. Okay, so you basically use the boots to put a dose under them. And then, yeah, you always need that helmet just for if they're trying to run away, because you can get that last little hit on them. Damaging attack speed. Okay, cool. Whoa, wow, really? It's an interesting choice for the chest. Maybe you can get out of combat and... Oh, yeah, it's interesting. Let's see how it works.
Half a second before Soul Scythe stuns the target, you want to cultist handle, so it will look like something like this. Boots, pot, E again, W, helm, Q, get out. And if you don't have pot, then engage without potion. Now you might be wondering, Legal, are you mentally ill? Why would you play Mend Moons?
Which is exactly what I said.
He's alone, bro. He's alone.
Yeah, swap. Turning.
Mend Wounds basically allows you to out-rotate your enemies very easily, as well as give you full mana.
So I'm showing my age here. Mend Wounds didn't used to be available during combat. So, whoa, what the fuck? I went crazy. So clearly it's changed so that you do. So I need to suss that out. Interesting choice. Like, if it means you can use it during combat, yeah, it's probably a great skill.
So it's very useful. It's way better than Cultist Rope. I've tried both, and here's the build for the Soul Scythe.
Well, the big thing being that I think it does a lot more healing per tick. Like, a lot more.
How to play Soul Scythe. Boots, W, E, potion, helm. Sometimes you might want to use your boots to bait stuff, and then just engage on the stun run. And what Hellion Hood is for is so if they do get a cleanse, they can't dash out. I do want to mention we reached 250k infam in this comp, and I do think this is currently the best one-shot comp you can play. Anyways, enough yapping, back to the video.
Can we look behind it? Can we look over?
Yeah.
3, you wanna go for it?
Oh my god.
Holy fuck, man, dog shit.
Not too well. Can you walk? Can you walk back in? We can kill you over here.
Kill them.
Okay. I'm running, goodbye.
Oh, we're back.
The rest spot.
Call ambulance! Call
Going up?
ambulance! But not for me!
Fucking out this second.
Looks so entertainingly close.
On purpose, Bruce. It's not like
2, 1.
3, 2, 1. I interrupted. Yes! Yes! I hit it! I did something! I interrupted a queue!
Crazy. Yeah, they got outplayed. Oh fuck.
I'm like so good at this game.
Wait, you killed some. Burst them in
Okay.
wounds.
Do you
You
have
need to
potion?
stun it on dead, I think. You need to
Yeah,
stun it.
potion. Yeah, we kill. Do you have hit?
Yeah, I do.
Turn.
Wait,
Whoa.
hold
Yeah,
on,
okay.
bro.
Fucking fuck out them twice and then we A out. I think my wall pass all twice. Okay.
Takes so long to engage that they curse like full stack.
Win, go, 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 go.
Far.
Doesn't matter. You dice here.
How did we kill them?
He's fought. I don't even if there, he was gonna die next rotation. I don't know why you thought to res about 3, 2. Nope. No.
So, because I try and focus a little bit more on myth busting, I will just remind the primary point is that whenever you see a PvP video like this, you're only ever seeing the wins. You're not ever really seeing like how many times did they die. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this build. It's basically a play on they used to run Soul Scythe Blazing or Soul Scythe Brimstone or Soul Scythe. Its main power with its E is that it throws you up in the air for a bit, and that time can be used to drop any kinds of combos or anything like that. So the Soul Scythe is really good. Like, it's been a staple of the Hellgate scene for a long time, but not just the Hellgates. You can use it for ZVZ to fantastic effect. It definitely fell out of favor a bit with the changes to Night Helms, creating an AoE effect, immunity displacement. But yeah, it's still very, very strong. Like, if I would say it wouldn't be terrible to use right now because no one's expecting the Soul Scythe. It could be very good. I didn't know that I learned something new about the Mending Wounds. I'm pretty sure part of me knew that it existed. I just forgotten. The problem with being such an OG player is that I will give you build advice and then find out that that was build advice from 2-3 years ago and is no longer applicable. But yeah, just remember that one, these players, they literally play this build days. They get together at the same time, do the same shit over and over again. Their team sync is great, which is the one thing that no one mentions in their build. How was your sync? Not only that, you could hear in the comms that they didn't really get aggro or angry at each other. Very important. Again, that may have been clipped out. I don't know. But yeah, just nothing wrong with this comp at all. If you step back from the specific weapons involved, there is nothing wrong with a CC lockup stun, even double-bladed. I know that they would like go, what the fuck? Double-bladed's control is phenomenal. That E becoming a dash, like your ability to control something is crazy. However, Soul Scythe does extremely well for this. The Quarterstaff tree in general, other than maybe the Ironclad, which is a phenomenal weapon for arenas, by the way, if you want to use it to push people off the points. Yeah, no, definitely great. Avalonian weapons, all of the gloves kind of play to the favor of the Quarterstaff. So the glove and staff tree are really like a match made in heaven. But in saying that, like, you could do the same thing with Perma. You could do the same stuff with Brimstone, Fire, like Blazing, any of the big damage that you drop. Maybe the other ones don't, the other fire staffs don't do quite enough damage. The curse staff comes to mind pretty quickly, like you. The problem with the curse stuff is that is a push. So if you're trying to drop a lot of combo on them, they're moving. And probably what's really great about the gloves is it has a few of its own little knock-up stuns and things that it can do there. And then the sprint as well. Very cool. Very, very cool. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was legal. Very fun. Our next video that we'll be looking at is a online ZVZ small scale from a guy called Bromedy. 4,850 subscribers, which is nice. And yeah, let's have a watch. To people who don't know, that was the new Crystal Arcane stuff. It's not new, but it's just that some people might not know what it is. That ring there is Adjudicator Helm. I just realized that it wouldn't be a terrible idea to just shout out the effects. That light that hit the ground was a Hallowfall E. Another duty helmet. That's a cleanse. That's the axe spin to win. Interesting thing about it is the inside of the circle actually doesn't do any damage. So pay very close attention to the axis spinning. That's where the damage is. Those are Helion jackets, which they both heal and do damage. That's a heavy mace skill that puts a silence on the ground. That is... The fuck are you? Is that the wild stuff now? No, I don't think so. That is inertia ring, and I think it's on the... Why have I forgotten? It's not the Guardian chest, is it? No. I think it might be the Grove Keeper. Like that tree. I've forgotten. My god. That's Guardian Room, which is on the plate helm. That's what do they call that? That's the better get out while I still can. However, that was also an exceptional clump. Like this group that they're fighting now is broken. You'll start seeing them trying to run now. These other guys in here know that they're already dead, so they've turned around, they've started to engage again in order to give these guys time to run. Interestingly enough, that tank, those two might be coming back in again. Ooh, these guys pulled together really nicely actually, they recovered. I think they only got one or two. Shout out to the opposing team, 100%. They pulled themselves together quite nicely. It wasn't looking good, but they restructured. I need to figure out what that green circle is. It's annoying me. This definitely looks like the well, it looks like a locust originally, but I'm getting the feeling it's the arcane staff. Surely it's the locust. I need to check this out. Green circles normally mean healing. Look around, the weak will fold, only the strong make it through the cold. Through the smoke, I walk alone, built from pain. It was a locust. Oh no, that was an evening song. Even song. You saw that carving sword do the dash forward. You don't want to be in that because there's a purge as well, so whatever defensive you got, it just cut through it. Oh, another beautiful the combination of the inertia ring with the dragon means even if they do get out and try and dash out, they're still kind of caught up in the circle. It's really strong. Pair of death givers in there, and those guys are there to try and like take an opportunity to kill a healer. Like, one thing I will say is that this opposing team is absolutely going toe to toe with this group. Like, they've lost a couple of people, they haven't gotten out of the fight yet. Like, Bromedy as the tank has got multiple like party destroying catches on them, and they've just bounced back. It's very impressive. God, the freaking hyenas are doing a bit of work on everyone. Yep, that was a beautiful clump. They're not over yet. Yeah, the healer's I think the healer's definitely gone. Let me see. Yeah, they're not getting any more heals. Oh wait, it's the healer literally taking care of himself. That's the Hallow Fall. Yeah, Hallow Fall's down. They're out of the fight. These guys are going to try and get out now. Yep, they're splitting. They definitely want the death givers because they're worth a bit of money.
Everything's real, got no time for games, no time for talk. Stand in my way, you're aligned and chalked. We grinding out here, push for the dark. Got wolves on my side, bite like a shark. Pushing for the top, ain't scared to fight. In shadows I move.
They just put shields on them. That's cool.
In the night. I'm aiming high, ain't missing my mark. Shots ring out, cut through the dark. No surrender, my name on the line. I claim the throne, the city is mine.
See, now that they're on the territory though, it's not unlike that Hasta La Vista couldn't turn this if he had a chance. I'm not sure how strong the mobs, the guards are at the moment. They're not looking too crazy.
Pressure on me, but I stay calm. Grip on my grind like holding a bomb. Struggles arise, but I break the chain. Turn my losses into pure gain. Every block, every stone I earned. Hard.
This group's already making a massive mistake. Look at that clump. I'm pretty sure if these guys might be about to punishment. No, they're not going to because the main tank just windwalled them away. Oh no, that was a bedrock maze. See that line there? That's a bedrock. 2 rings of inertia. This is one of the Fey boots. They're using a Great Arcane with the time stop. There's a second group maybe coming in, which will make this group very aggressive. Now I'm not sure if they may be the same party, but the fact that they're not coming straight in makes me think they might be a third group. That got fucking deleted. That's a damnation staff. Haven't seen one of them in a while. Is it? They've changed the effects on everything. Time stop, Faye.
But I stay calm. Grip on my grind like holding a bomb. Struggle to rise, but I'll break the chain. Turn my losses into pure gain. Every block, every stone I earn. Hard knocks and lessons learned. Won't back down, got a fire in my eyes. In this world of the fallen,
And that freeze you saw back there was the time stop. You can't be damaged, but you're frozen for a long period of time, which is really good in as a way of just getting your guys prepared to actually do a big clump. You wait that out and then you just come straight in. And these guys, I've got like less than a split second to do something about it.
legends fall, but I hold tight. Through battles lost, I survived the fight. Look around, the weak will fold.
They really haven't been given themselves much of an opportunity to actually clump something. The only time that they killed was just that random guy that was trying to like he was in a glass cannon fist build, trying to like do what you saw in the Hellgate video.
Only the strong make it through the cold. Through the smoke, I walk alone. Built from pain.
That circle there is a royal jacket. It speeds up the cooldowns of the people that's within its circle. It's actually really good for PvE. Not terrible for this either. The only reason why I wouldn't use it is because you don't know whose E, like it starts to throw everyone's E's out of sync, if that makes sense. But then it's not necessarily a terrible idea because not all E's are timed exactly the same. Maybe if you make sure that the ones with the longest E's are always near your royal jacket and just like buddy them up, you can definitely take full advantage of that. Who the fuck are all these people just watching?
In this
This guy needs to go. Honestly, I would be making a point of taking an opportunity to wipe that arcane staff off the space. That there is a glacial staff. Damnation. Cleanse. Ice beam. Oh, they turned around for a nasty clump. Nice. They did the cardinal sin. They looted the bodies. Probably because they're seeing all of the rats watching. Here's another. It could be this. Literally the same dude. So if you've been wondering like why this group is constantly on the retreat, it's because they're versing far superior numbers. So they have to keep them constantly. Because if they can bring their full damage on top of them, then they might not survive it. But if you keep the Zerg stretched out, because not everyone has the same sprints, it's not a terrible idea. You're just trying to stretch your enemy out so that they can't bring the full damage on top of you. He's having a bit of a question here because the other Zergs realize that they can attack from two sides. See, they're all stretched out. The full damage isn't quite on them yet. They're getting ready. You see that the only reason they'd be putting that damnation down is because the damage is coming in now. So you really don't want to be in there. Beautiful work by the healer. Shout out to I'm Address. The reason why I say that is Harimi was really quite low. Address came across the bottom with his bounce back and basically saved his ass. But hey, this group is doing extremely well. These other guys are just not applying. What I mean by that is like, right through there was multiple really strong opportunities for this group to actually do something. Instead, they're kind of engaging in this, like, they're playing into this shot caller's hands. 100%. It's kind of weird. Not to take anything away from the inertia rings they're probably doing. Like, this guy's super dead. Yep. Group's a little spread out. It's making me think like there's a third party here because the other group is playing in a really funny kind of like repositioning kind of way. So when you've got multiple Zergs, more than just two, fighting each other, there's this real fear of being sandwiched between two of them because it does not look good. So there's a lot of repositioning, and basically just watching this constant repositioning makes me think that there might be 2 to 3 groups. We will find out in a second if we come up here and we see this group fighting each other. Yeah. Oh, shit. I did it again. I think you click the wrong place. It throws you down into the comments. Yeah, we saw it. Oh, okay, let's go back a bit and watch that again. They're coming up the wall now. I'm going to pause at the right spot. Yeah, they're throwing damage at each other. These two groups are fighting each other. Yeah, there's at least three groups here. That was a royal jacket you saw. That is that's a speed path. As soon as you get on it, you get a bit of a speed boost. That's the time stop again. So based on the size of this, I think this group here is actually third-partying a pre-existing fight. Maybe I'm getting a little slow and I didn't pick that up sooner, but it really does look like the other Zergs are quite distracted on these guys. So it's not nearly a full party. But again, you might be fighting like tier 2 to 3 Zergs. Listen to them, just enjoy. Here we go. Beautiful use of the firing. You would 100% be third-partying. This would be the only time you saw this kind of behavior. Everyone's standing in royal jackets. That's definitely a group that's strategically striking a pre-existing Zerg fight, which is just a part of the game. It's like you can't even blame them for this, but you would never. Well, here's the thing. He's letting it happen, but there is just a line of like inertia rings, and you saw the firing before, and then you saw other things. So they've blocked the way to them easily. I suppose if a tank had came anywhere near them, they would have broken apart pretty quick. Yep, the tanks are coming in now. You see a lot of that golem stuff. That's a big thing. Understandable, like the ability to actually hold them against you is crazy. Oof. Okay, and with that ad, we leave. So that is Bromedy. Clearly based on the fact that I actually watched a sizable chunk of it. I very much enjoyed that video. I do like ZVZ content. Solid ZVZ content. 10 points. Boom. Give it a like. I like the music. I suppose the only bit of advice I'd give there is there was a point right at the very beginning where you timed like the smashing, screaming chorus right as the fight was getting crazy. And dude, you skimmed greatness right there. If you can time your music to the times where it's absolutely going nuts, you will become easily one of the better ZVZ content creators out there. So good work, Bromedy. I enjoyed that. So for our final video today, and we're at 33 minutes, is a gentleman living in a forest by the name of Arroway. I think I saw him, he's a bit of a streamer. Let's look, 30-minute video, let's take a quick look. I would assume that he's a big fan of the bow. So let's have a look.
What is this? Oh, you're so dumb. What?
How'd I guess it? He missed every skill.
Not you! Was he immune? Not you! What happened? You! Not you! Was this guy immune to damage? John, hello?
Okay. Let me be his chat for a second, because I kind of missed the beginning. 1 second. Okay, let's watch the skills.
What?
Is he immune? Yeah, that's like I said, every... you missed every skill. Turns out immunity is just not being where the damage is. Who knew?
Was he immune? What happened? Not you! Was this guy immune to damage? curse stacks right now. Lights. Lights. Deadly shot. Stealth here. Huge. He also stealth. Good to know. I'm gonna need my food buff. Pop a health pot. Root him. Magic arrow. He has that undead cloak bullshit. There he is.
You running?
He's gone. Oh! I thought he had frost shot. I'm an idiot. Magic arrow. Boop. Deadly shot. Lights. Deadly shot. Lights. Deadly shot. Lights. Root. Duties. Smoked him. First kill of the day. Easy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's an 861k? Oh my god. Dismount that ass. Let me dismount that ass, please. I missed. Jesus Christ. Yes, sir. Leap on that. Whoop. Deadly shot. Autos. Stealth on his boots. There's his reflect and his health regen. He's cooked. It's over. GG's, Nolan. I chase him down, and it's night-night. Go to sleep time. Yeah, I guess so, bro. Nothing you can do, Nolan. Nothing you can do, dog. You got played, big boy. Tu madre es muy bonito. I hit him with that. That's a little Spanish zest right there I gave him, dude. I let him know, not only do I know his mom, but I think she's pretty.
Okay.
Yes! I did it! We ganked him! Boots! Heal! I did frost shot too. Wait, I'm not running frost shot, I'm dead! I fucked up so bad! I fucked up so bad!
No, you didn't.
I forgot to switch frost shot, the only thing I fried myself on.
One thing you forgot is that that was a gatherer, and gatherers 9 times out of 10 don't really want to fight because what's in their inventory, you never know. It could be shit, at which point they will fight you to the death, or they found something good, and that immediately puts the gear fear into them. So it's going to be really interesting to see what's in his inventory when this guy kills him, because I'm assuming that if it's in this video, like I say with all videos, please understand that you're only seeing the wins. They very rarely show the losses. I'd like to shout it. There was one content creator, I've forgotten his name, who showed like a really close fight and then kind of like broke it down and explained like where he'd fucked up. And I shouted him out. Like at the time I gave him a comment. So that was like, this video is great because it's a video that you can learn from. There's a real temptation with a lot of people with big egos and the insecurity that comes with that to only show the winnings. A bit like Instagram and social media posts where they show you a perfect life, but the rest is not so great. It takes grueling amounts of effort to be a content creator. If you're doing it properly, I don't, clearly. So yeah, these videos are far and few between.
There's no way he mounts up, right? There's no way. I wish I could see him casting his mount on his player. Holy fuck, I don't know what he's doing. He's nuking me. He's nuking me, chat. I'm dead. I'm dead here. Good bubble. He ran past me though, which is sick. I have my boots, we're fine. I'm gonna go all in. I have my bubble and stealth, so we should be fine. I catch him. No! No! Too far. Stealth it. You can just get me out though, it sucks, but I'm fine. I'm playing it good. I'm playing it good. Nice, huge. Root right here. Woo. Magic girl. Woo. Close. I almost threw that without having my shit on, dude. I thought we had frost shot on the whole time. Nice.
Yeah, I kind of changed my opinion when he turned around and started fighting him again. I was like, oh, well, this gatherer has shit. And I think the highest thing he had was a tier 7 pick. So, yeah. He really needs to work on his ray of light. I catch him here? No, he doesn't. I believe this particular content creator has only just started as well, so he's just beginning. Based on his spec, he was also just beginning. So yeah, he's doing very good. I like his energy. He's given me a certain kind of content creator that's very much like would lose his shit if he died, and probably in this video on some points. However, I've looked down and we've hit the 40-minute mark, and we're gonna try and stop going over 40. So these were the 4 content creators I picked. As you may have noticed, each one was different. Legal. I would like to apologize to Mogdone in advance because I didn't watch the whole video. but the rules will simply be if an ad pops up, that's going to be my snapshot of that guy. Not to discredit them for the ads, but I don't think that ad should get viewed twice, if that makes sense. They don't get this shit for free. Spend 13, 14 days in Albion. Right there. Yeah, no, the only thing I would say is that that fight was very educational. He needs to work on his Ray of Light, but let's be honest, Ray of Light is very difficult to get. You kind of have to predict where they're going to be, which can be really difficult. He's crazy good with the deadly shot. He's, other than that very first fight where he completely misses everything. Okay. We got a shout out for 17 minutes.
Sketchy as hell, and he's running the heal and the bubble and the soldier boots. A little bit of an IP gap, and also super scary fighting swords, man. I'm not gonna lie, Chad. I hate fighting swords, bro. I hate the mobs. I aggro the mobs. Let it go.
The reason why he hates fighting the swords is because the dual swords are a massive counter to the warbow. Just because the warbow relies on being kitey and fast, and the dual swords can catch that.
Stealth. The mobs go on him. They did not sick. This sucks. I feel like I'm playing at his terrain here, which is ass. Get it?
Ooh.
You're playing my max taxi boots. Sorry, also boots? No, right? No point. My beef stew, Chad! I didn't have my food buff on! Why am I ass at that?
A little hard on yourself.
I like hitting him through the wall with this shit. Nobody sees it coming. The Albion One PvP. You push, no. You push, no. You push me, no. You push me, no. Big hit. Ah, I missed it. Fuck. Big hits with the deadly shot. I'm just boost on his boots. We're super fine. We're super fine. Come back. Huge. This guy doesn't have what it takes, Chad. This guy doesn't have what it takes. He's not gaming on the swords. This guy's not a gamer on the swords, Chad. He's not. We had a little right-click tech here, so I don't zigzag my WASD deficit. Not a go. Not a big hit, but it's fine.
Big mistake wasting his E trying to close the gap if he had no intention of really fighting. Because now that he's retreating, he's actually working to AoE's advantage.
I'm probably health potion now. My boots are up, which means his boots are up. Very close fight so far, very close.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice. The sudden spin made it look like he was running, and then he used it to close.
No way that hits. Hello. Okay, I won that trade. I won that trade. We're looking good.
AoE recovered well.
I always underestimate how far away melee hit weapons can hit from. Close. This is a super sketchy fight. Super close. Still has his bloodlust. If he gets near me, is scary. I have the frost on him. Sketchy, I know. If he boots, I boots. You dodged it, he's insane. God, this is such a tedious fight. I hate this shit. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the combat right here, Chad. This is the combat of the game. I'm locked in, I like it. Hits! Good bubble, good bubble. That's fine, we missed. He has his bubble expiring anyways. This is the game, this is the game, boom! Maybe if I was poison arrow on this fight, it'd be better. This guy's let me get a lot of pokes, to be honest. Hit! What was that?
Ooh, yeah, he tried to parry his E. Actually, did he get that parry?
Dodged it, he's insane. God, this is such
What's
a
his
tedious
health bar?
fight. I hate this shit. I love it, I love it, I love it. This is the combat right here, Chad. This is the combat of the game. I'm locked in, I like it. Hits! Good bubble, good bubble. That's fine, we missed. He has his bubble expiring anyways. This is the game, this is the game, boom! Maybe if I was poison arrow on this fight, it'd be better. This guy's let me get a lot of pokes, to be honest. Hit! What was
There
that?
he goes.
That was. I don't understand.
Boom, parried, knocked off a bar of his health. Perfect. He was playing. Do you remember the final boss in Zelda Ocarina of Time, Ganondorf, where you have to like bounce the light ball back at him? That's what he just did there. I think he might aggressively push from this point on.
Where he like reflected. Boots. Wow, big hits by him, insane.
Oof.
That sucks.
Yeah, the only criticism says I think he throws his skills too quick and he's not quite getting the aim. Let me watch his cursor.
A magic arrow into a stealth right here, I think.
Let's get the living shit out of me. Cool. Oh yeah, awesome. So we'll call that the video. Have a good one.